What's up? So we still talking about your struggles. And we're talking about how you are not allowing your struggles to make you stronger. And the reason that being is because you're equating your struggles to your wants, your desires, right? You're not equating your struggle to the necessity of things in life that you need in order to be great. You're mixing up your wants and your needs, and you have them as the same thing. So the definition of want is the desire of something or the lack of something. Back in the 1200 century to the 1500 century, it was more the lack of something. It was more equated to poor people, poverty, but in a sense of status, that you didn't have these things that the wealthy had, right? It wasn't that you weren't able to live, you just, compared to the wealthy, you lacked these things. So it was more having the lack of something missing. Then it changed in the 16th century to the 1800 century to more of the desire. So that lack of something to make you more wealthy or to make you have more or to make you feel like you're not missing something turned into a desire, right? Your desires that you have. So the meaning of need was more things essential to survival, for success, to make your life better, for you to live your livelihood, right? So those are the difference between wants and needs. What's happening is, with your struggles, you're struggling with your wants. And these wants that you're struggling with, you're connecting to your survival and your success. And they have no barrier on your survival or your success. But you're intertwining those things with your survival and your success. And that's why you can't get past your struggle. Instead of looking at the things you need in order to be successful and to survive, right? So when you're looking at the things that you have and you're like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, or I don't have this brand new car, or I don't have this big house, or I don't have this great job that I want to have, right? In the profession I want to have it in. You're using that to equate to say that you can't get out of this struggle. Compared to saying, no, I have a car, I have a home, I have a job, and I can use these things because I'm able to get myself to work, transport myself around. I'm able to cover my head, put my head somewhere to sleep at night, right? I'm able to work to pay my bills efficiently, right? The best way I can in this moment, and then using that as a ladder to get to where you have to get to. But you're comparing your wants, what you see other people have, or what was been put in your brain to make you think that this is what your want is, to make you feel like it's a need, to say that I'm not there yet, I haven't arrived, right? Because you are not looking correctly at what a struggle you should be looking for. Your struggle is meshed up with your survival and your success. Your wants are not measured up with your survival and your success. You are measuring your wrong results to say if you are developing and becoming great by your wants, not your needs. Because once your needs are satisfied, right? The common things, you can clothe yourself, you can eat, you can put your head down somewhere, a roof over your head, you can get from point A to point B, you're good. Now, anything else extra from there is what you're creating to become more, to do more, to be more. But since you are putting all your wants as a need, you're causing more harm to yourself, stress to yourself, putting yourself down, negative talk, negative self-reflecting, because you are basing your wants as your needs and you're using that as a measurement, because your needs is part of the survival and part of your success. Those things you need for survival and success are different from those you want. You got to grow up, and you got to grow up your mind. You got to grow up your thinking pattern, and you got to understand how to separate those two things. The lack of something does not take away your ability to be successful. You understand what I'm saying to you? The lack of something does not take away your ability to be successful. Even if you lack a meal for the day, you're not going to die. Right? Even if you go hungry for that day, you will still be here tomorrow. Now, you may not have that food, but what you're going to do, you lack that food today. You're going to figure out some other way where that doesn't happen tomorrow or happen for your kids or doesn't happen for next week. So now your ability is turned on because you're like, okay, I'm lacking this right now, but I'm still okay. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I can still get things done. I'm going to push through. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to push through and I'm going to be stronger through this. But since you are using these wants and watching everybody else's pockets, right? And watching all these other things that you want like a child would. I bring my kids to the store, right? From when they were younger back in the day, all the time, bringing them to the store. Oh, can I have this? I want that. I want this. Can I get this? It may just look good, right? They don't even know what it is. You know, when you out there on the line and you about to check out and they got all the candies and all these different things here and your kids start going, oh, can I get this? Can I have this? Can I have that? They don't even know if they like it. But how it hypnotizes their vision with the color, where they're assuming it's candy and all these things, they just want it. They see things on TV. My kids was like, oh, can I have that? Can I have that? I want that. I want that. Can I have that? Can I want that? Right? It's like, why? Why every time you see something on there, you have to want it? Why you think, and then you get sad and upset, right? The child gets sad and upset because they're like, oh, well, you don't want to give it to me. And now they hurt by it and they making it a need because now you connected the emotional connection to it. Your brain is getting to an emotional connection to it, right? From a child, right? And now you think you need this and it's not a necessity, right? So we have to really look at our wants and we have to look at our needs. And let's pay attention to our needs first, like our true focal point of our needs. What do we need to survive? What do we need to be successful? What is essential, right? Because to need something, right, is essential to your survival and is essential to your success. Essential to your survival and essential to your success. What are you going to do about that? Not what I want. Or I want the big house with the 9 bedrooms. Or I want the Lamborghini. Or I want these shoes. Or I want these clothes. Or I want these chains. Or I want to take this trip. Is it essential for you right now? Is that something essential to your survival and to your success? And if it's not, then all of these are just byproducts later on after you survive and you become successful. So we got to look at that, take a real in-depth look at what we're saying is, what's a survival mechanism for us and what's the mechanism for us towards success? What are those essential things for us to do that? And once you pinpoint those things, you write those things down, put them in your phone, put them on a pad, put them on a board somewhere in your house or your apartment or your room, right? And you look at those things and you study those things. You pay attention to that because then everything else you start seeing won't start interrupting your brain, right? I call them interruptions. I call wants interruptions, right? Because you haven't even got through your needs yet. And now you feel, because you're filling it up with the interruptions of the wants, by the time you get to the needs, you can't even afford to take care of your needs, physically, mentally, or financially, because you're interrupting them with your wants. So don't allow your wants to cause a struggle. Don't do that. That's not bright. It's not the smartest move to do. Don't let your wants cause you a struggle. Look at what you need. What you need in order to get to this point. What do you need to overcome this? What do you need to do to solve this problem? Right? Those are needs. The wants are after all of that. That's later on. That's after you solved your problems and you're successful. And I want to do this. I want to do that. But a lot of you are stuck in day-to-day limbo because you're letting your wants wrap up in your needs. And then your wants become a need and you get totally confused, right? So again, let's learn how to distinguish our wants from our needs and separate them. Let's focus on our needs and the wants will come easy after that. Believe that. Because we're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity.